Dinky Doo was with the larger of the splinter groups as she hustled her way. It's gonna start like this. She turned down Oak, the street named for the old library that burned down and then was subsequently. She turned down Oak, the street named for the old library that But the new library didn't stand out from its neighboring homes and shops, other than being a great trip. I said great. It's supposed to be giant. Running farther down Oak, she passed two familiar mares, her mama's best friends. Why did I say best? Best wasn't in the story. Let's try it again. Running further down Oak, she passed two familiar mares, her mama's friends, Miss Heartstrings and Miss Bond, who were engaged in a shouting match about the right way to. This is gonna be a while. Running further down Oak, she passed two familiar mares, her mama's friends, Miss Heartstrings and Miss Bond, who were engaged in a shouting match about the right way to the store. Moments later, Dinky slid into an icy stop. Moments later, Dinky slid into an icy stop in the crowd market that lay at the heart of Ponyville and wrapped itself in a crowded wasn't a strong word. Hires still was up and off, left and down. They zipped and swooshed, gathering clouds. Off to her left, a group of gaily clothed carolers warmed up for the evening's carousing. I can't read. Off to her left, a group of gaily clothed carolers warmed up for the evening's carousing with some hot cocoa freely offered by that clown of. Off to her left, a group of gaily clothed carolers warmed up for the evening's There we go again. I almost say caroling. Once Aunt Goldie baked them all before stacking them in old rye whiskey barrels and soaked them to the brim with red wine to keep them from going bad. Mama said she was too young to have any just yet, since it was too boozy, but she had to fill. I just started the line. Adults have weird taste, Dinky. The little unicorn hopped down and, taking careful note of her direction, ran as best she could across the snow-covered cobblestone and through the and smack dab in the. A warm tingling sensation wrapped itself around her like a sweater made of static, and the world took off. Why did I say off? Dinky Doo bowed and tried to smile. I'm so. I was about to say I'm sorry. I didn't say I'm sorry. So that was it, right? That was no good, terrible, bad thing. That was no good. I skipped a word. I did this last time too. I skipped a word. Not just terrible. No good, terrible. This is gonna be a tongue twister. Not just terrible. No good, terrible, bad. He said, empathetically. No, said Princess Twilight. That's not how casualty. Princess Twilight nodded. Queen Chrysalis returned and cast a spell that made all the vegetables in Ponyville sentient. Why was that hard to say? I'll never eat peas again, said Dinky Doo with a quivering lip. I skipped a word again. Spike flinched at the "look what you did" look that the princess hit him with, but he soldered in on. Spike flinched at the look. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Oh my gosh, she said, trotting in place and bowing over and over again. I have to go. Sorry for your princess's ship. Sorry for your... Great, gotta do that again. They each stood to a pony, looking bored or angry, or both. And Dinky Doo... Skip another word! But she made sure to glare as hard as she could at the mare, who stared... It's not stared, started. I can't read. Soon, the sound of hooves coming to a stop behind her, and smell of spite. The smell of spice? The smell of spice! I don't know what I'm saying! Soon, the sound of hooves coming to a stop behind her, and the smell... Bleh. Miss Rarity always had an eye for the details, and she never missed anything. No matter how little Dinky... Bleh, bleh. There's a period! I gotta stop after the period and take a breath. Rarity cocked her eyebrow at her omission by admission. Omission by admission. Omission by admission. Bleh. I can't talk. This is a tongue twister. As Dinky felt that she had been sized up and assessed like a bunch of cloth. A bolt. Bleh. Rarity balked, stumbling from the shock of it, the scandal. What? How am I supposed to say this? She was too happy to really bask in the shame that the mare, who had originally shouted at her, I skipped another word. She hit the ground running, dodging around a lanky. It's lanky. Baby girl, Dinky Doo. I can't talk. Baby girl, Dinky Doo's mama cheered as she did a lazy. Why am I having a hard time saying these words? Dinky laughed and shook her head, rubbing her muzzle into the sash of her Miss Rarity helped me get... Dinky kicked the ground sheepishly. You know why you're always... You know why. Yeah, you know why. You know why, Derpy? You know how you always... Wow, I can't talk. Dinky took a breath in, and with as much courage as she could muster in her little heart, she looked at... Dinky took a breath in. She took a breath in. Took in a breath. Dinky took a breath. There I go again. Dinky took a... I keep saying a breath! It's in a breath! Maybe next year. That was not a statement, that was a question. Diamond Tiara? Tiara? Her name is Diamond Tiara now. Dinky's heart. There. I can't even restart my sentence. Then I can visit the kitten there too. I said she. I don't even know who's talking then at that point. Hey, baby girl, her mama called out after her. I'll be home right after 8, yeah. That's a long day for you, Derpy. Now come on, said. Now come on, said. Who is said? Woo! Oh my gosh, my story. And there goes my watch. The first story is done. Yay! Oh my gosh, took literally a couple days to finish reading this. I'm so happy.